David, as Archivist of the United States, what are your top three challenges you face in your role, and how have you sought to address them?
Electronic records, electronic records, electronic records. It's clear to say that the biggest challenge, as you heard just from the magnitude of what we're up against, is this transition from paper to electronic. And it's making the paper environment look really good.
Well, it's 12 billion, I think. You didn't say there was something on the order?
It's 12 billion, that's right. And I scare my staff when I ask them, how do we know it's 12 billion? When was the last time we did an inventory? So it is clearly it's electronic records. It's ensuring that the agencies are they're using the technology in a way that ensures that the records are going to be available 100 years from now, so that people can have the same opportunity to hold their government accountable, learn about the history of the country through the records. So ensuring that they're being created in the appropriate way and preserved, taken care of, and transferred to the National Archives at the appropriate time. So we have, just to give you an example, this is a huge, complex issue, but just one little piece of it. Those record schedules that I talked about earlier specify how many years the records are kept in the agency. And for some agencies, it's 20 or 30 years that the records stay within the agency. And that works in a paper environment. It doesn't work in an electronic environment. It makes me really nervous to think about 30 years worth of electronic records sitting, in outside of the National Archives. Changes in technology, just the ability to read those over time is a huge challenge. So we have created something called the Electronic Records Archive within the National Archives, which is the facility that ingests those 2 to 3% of the electronic records at the appropriate time. We're incredibly fortunate to have the attention of this administration around records management. The President in November issued a memorandum on records management, which authorized me and the director of OMB to issue a directive to the agencies, spelling out a certain set of requirements for each agency, especially around electronic records. So it's the first time since the Truman administration that a presidency and administration has gotten involved in records management. So it's a really exciting time for us, and I'm confident that we're gonna nail this one.